Before your feet hit the floor, before the world floods your mind with noise and demands, there is a moment, a sacred, silent moment where destiny leans in, waiting to see if you will rise or repeat, to see if you will remember who you are or forget again. Say this: today I command my life. Not tomorrow, not when it's convenient, not when the stars align. Now. This day is not an accident. This breath is not guaranteed. You have been granted access to a battlefield, and you are either stepping in as a warrior or sleeping in as a victim. So say it loud. Say it with fire. I am not here to survive this life. I am here to shape it. Because the truth is brutal. Most people will never wake up. They will go their whole lives on autopilot, punching clocks, swallowing mediocrity, dragging their unlived dreams behind them like corpses. But not you. You were not built to shrink in the shadow of fear. You were not born to play small in a world built by the bold. No, you were designed to bend reality, to stare down limitation and declare, move. Understand this: every great life begins with a decision, not a wish, not a hope, a decision rooted in conviction. Edison didn't invent the light bulb with a plan B. Lincoln didn't hold a nation together by playing it safe. Disney didn't build an empire by thinking like everyone else. They woke up each day with a mind that screamed, "This is my world, and I will mold it." So what do you say when you rise? Not, "I hope it's a good day." Not, "Let's see what happens." Say this: I am the architect of my reality. I am the cause, not the effect. I do not wait for power, I generate it. I do not chase, I attract by becoming. I do not fear the unknown, I forge it. Because life is not happening to you, it is happening through you. You don't get what you want, you get what you expect with certainty. You get what you prepare for. You get what you believe you deserve. And belief is the first revolution. You must declare war on doubt the moment your eyes open. You must take belief from a whisper to a roar, from a thought to a force. Every morning, remind yourself, I am not my past. I am not my mistakes. I am not what they said I couldn't be. I am the vision that burns in my soul. Because nothing outside of you can define you. Not your bank account, not your resume, not your circumstances. The world will try to label you too late, too old, too broken, too far behind. But history is crowded with those who refused to be labeled. Colonel Sanders was 65 when he built KFC. Ray Kroc was 52 when he built McDonald's. Oprah was fired and told she was unfit for television. They didn't accept the script they were handed. They rewrote it every single morning. And so must you. Say this: I am not waiting for motivation. I move with discipline. Discipline is not punishment. Discipline is the language of the gods. It is how ordinary people perform extraordinary miracles. Because motivation will lie to you. It will vanish when life gets hard. But discipline shows up rain or shine. It shows up when your muscles burn and your doubts scream. And it says, I'm still here. Discipline builds the bridge between intention and impact. It turns dreams into reality, plans into results, hope into legacy. So this morning, say it like you mean it. I do not negotiate with excuses. I honor my goals with relentless action. I am not here to try. I am here to conquer. Because when you speak with conviction, you train your nervous system to follow your command. You rewire your mind. You shift your identity. And your identity is the thermostat of your life. It doesn't matter what temperature the world sets around you. You rise to your standard, or you fall to it. So set it high. Set it on fire. And every morning, before anything else, before you check your phone, before you check the world, check yourself. Who am I today? I am the one who doesn't quit. I am the one who keeps the promise I made to myself. I am the one who shows the universe I'm ready. Because when you commit with intensity, when you speak life with authority, when you show up like you've already won, the world bends. The world does not respond to the weak whisper of doubt. It responds to the thunder of decision. That's why every morning before the world places its weight on your shoulders, you must place your crown on your own head. You must choose to rule your mind before the day tries to rule you. Say it again, louder this time. I do not beg life for favors. I command it through action. I do not react. I create. I do not wish. I work. I will. I win. The average person lets life dictate who they are, but the exceptional, they dictate who they will become every morning, every hour, every breath. Look around. The modern world is filled with distraction, deception, and doubt. But you were born in this era for a reason, not to be consumed by the noise, but to cut through it with clarity. Clarity is a weapon, and you must sharpen it daily. Say this, I know who I am, I know what I want, I know why I'm here. Most people wake up drowning in uncertainty, but not you. You rise above confusion with clarity so sharp it slices through delay, through procrastination, through fear. Clarity gives you energy, direction, and unstoppable momentum, because when you know your why, you'll endure anyhow. Think of the greatest minds, Napoleon Hill, Andrew Carnegie, Thomas Edison. They did not drift, they were deliberate. They lived with purpose that burned like wildfire in their souls. Purpose is not something you stumble into. It is something you claim. It is something you build, brick by brick, word by word, morning by morning. So say this, I do not chase purpose, I embody it. Every thought, every move, every moment, I live with intention. You're not here to blend in. You're not here to follow. You're not here to get through the day. You're here to own it. You're here to lead it. You're here to change everything. And that begins when you command the voice inside your mind to align with your future, not your fears. So guard your thoughts like gold, because every thought is a seed, and what you plant today will become your life tomorrow. You can't plant fear and expect abundance. You can't water doubt and expect confidence. You can't nurture laziness and expect greatness. You must say, I plant power, I water it with focus, I harvest it with discipline. Because every morning, you are the farmer and the field. You are the sculptor and the stone. You are the creator and the clay. This life, your life, is your masterpiece, and the world will only ever reflect what you believe you're worthy of receiving. So believe boldly, speak powerfully, move relentlessly. And when obstacles rise, as they always do, say this, I do not retreat, I adapt, I adjust, I overcome. You are not made of glass, you are forged in pressure. tested by time, shaped by storms. Remember this: steel is not strong because it avoids the fire. It is strong because it survives it, because it needs it, and so do you. Do not curse the challenge. Do not run from the resistance. Do not avoid the hard path. It is the path, the only one that will wake up your full potential. Because ease is a liar, comfort is a thief, and average is an addiction. Say this every morning: I don't need easy, I need growth. I don't want comfort, I want power. I was not made for the shallow end of life. I dive into the deep. And when you speak that kind of truth, not from your lips, but from your core, the universe listens.
Because that's how it happens. Not all at once, but brick by brick. Decision by decision. Morning by morning. Choice by choice. You don't wake up one day with $1 million. You become someone who earns it, who attracts it, who commands it. You stop chasing and you start creating. You create with your thoughts. You create with your standards. You create with your energy, your strategy, your discipline. This isn't just about stacking money. This is about stacking identity. It's about becoming the kind of person who would rather break than bend, who would rather go broke chasing freedom than rich playing safe. Because here's what no one tells you. Success doesn't feel like fireworks. It feels like quiet conviction, like sacrifice, like walking away from the party, like early mornings, late nights, and being misunderstood. It feels like breaking old habits while your friends keep theirs, like learning when others lounge, like building when others binge. It feels like going to war with the part of you that wants to quit. And that's exactly what makes it worth it. That's what makes the reward real. Because it's not given, it's earned. And what is earned can never be taken. You earn it in the days when it feels like nothing's working. You earn it when the results are silent, but your soul keeps shouting, keep going. You earn it when the only thing louder than your doubts is your decision to show up anyway. Because wealth isn't built by the man who moves when it's easy. It's built by the one who moves especially when it's not. When the pressure is high, when the path is unclear, when everything inside says, this might not work, but you answer, then I'll make it work. That's what separates you. That's what makes you rare. Because the average man is ruled by fear. The millionaire is ruled by vision. The average woman hesitates at resistance. The millionaire accelerates through it. Resistance becomes her compass. Fear becomes her fire. Doubt becomes her discipline. Because when you know where you're going, no delay, no detour, no denial can stop you. Your faith becomes stronger than the friction. And that faith, it's built through reps. Not religious dogma, not empty hype, but reps. Every time you rise when it's hard, rep. Every time you invest when it's scary, rep. Every time you choose discipline over distraction, rep. And those reps, they don't just build skill, they build certainty. The kind of certainty the world can't shake. The kind of certainty that walks into a room and shifts the temperature. The kind of certainty that creates wealth, not just in your account, but in your mind, your relationships, your health, your future. Millionaire certainty. But hear this loud and clear. Certainty is earned, not inherited. It doesn't come from books alone. It doesn't come from podcasts or hype videos or quotes on your phone screen. It comes from you, from battle, from putting your back against the wall and choosing to fight forward, from bleeding in the silence and smiling anyway. Because you're not here to survive. You're here to dominate. Not people, not markets, but mediocrity. You're here to dominate fear, laziness, excuses, and every limitation that was handed to you by a world that plays small. You are not a pawn. You are not a victim. You are not a statistic. You are a creator, a builder, a force. And it's time to step into that fully. No more halfway, no more kinda, no more when I'm ready. You are ready now. Even if it doesn't feel like it, even if the money's not there yet, even if the support is quiet and the path is dark, especially then, because millionaires are born in the fire, not on the podium, not in the headlines, but in the shadows, while everyone else sleeps, in the grind no one sees, in the decision to keep moving when no one claps, no one cares, no one watches. That's where the millionaire is made. Not in the bank account, in the mirror. The mirror doesn't lie. It reflects back the truth, the work done or not done, the choices made or avoided, the hunger felt or silenced. And if you want to become a millionaire, you've got to look that mirror in the eye and say, I will not leave this life without fulfilling my potential. Because what's the cost of playing small? It's not just the money you never earn. It's the man you never become. It's the legacy you never leave. It's the generation you raise without the blueprint of possibility. That's the true price of comfort. It's not just your dream that dies. It's your lineage that suffers. So let me ask you something dangerous. Are you willing to be the one who breaks the cycle? Are you willing to go first? To carry the weight? To take the risk? To blaze the trail no one else would? Because that's the call. That's the millionaire path. It's not a call to money. It's a call to leadership. And the world has enough followers. The world has enough men stuck in waiting rooms, waiting for permission, for validation, for guarantees. Millionaires don't wait. They build. They decide. They declare. Not when it's safe, when it's necessary. You can't afford to keep living on autopilot. You can't keep outsourcing your dreams to someday, because someday is a lie the weak tell themselves to feel better about today. But not you. You are done with someday. You are done with delay. You are done with settling for almost. You are ready for always. For this is who I am now. For this is my standard. For this is my line in the sand. And from this moment forward, your standard becomes non-negotiable. Your energy becomes sacred. Your time becomes priceless. Your vision becomes law. Because here's the truth no one wants to hear. Millionaires value their time more than their comfort. They guard their energy more than their ego. They chase freedom more than applause. They move with purpose, not permission. They don't need the world to clap. They clap for themselves. They don't need approval. They approve of their own behavior. They don't need evidence. They create it through consistent execution. They build while others sleep. They study while others scroll. They create while others binge. Not because it's easy, because it's who they've decided to become. You don't need motivation. You need a new identity. An identity built on responsibility, not excuses. Discipline, not dopamine. Vision, not validation. Because money doesn't flow to need. It flows to clarity, to leadership, to service, to value. And you are more valuable than you realize. But the market doesn't pay based on your potential. It pays based on your production. So produce, build, solve, lead, serve. Show up like someone who owns the future. You want to become a millionaire? Then speak like one. Think like one. Move like one. Not tomorrow, now. That means getting precise with your goals.
No more, I just want more money. More isn't a metric. Millionaires don't move on vague desires, they move on exact targets. How much do you want? By when? Why? What are you willing to give? What are you willing to trade? What will you never compromise? Decide. Millionaires decide faster. They commit deeper. They adjust quicker. And they never forget who they're becoming in the process. This isn't about ego. It's about evolution. You don't get rich by chasing status. You get rich by solving problems, first in yourself, then in the world. So solve them. Don't just consume, create. Don't just follow, initiate. Don't just wish, build. Because life doesn't hand out trophies for good intentions. It rewards results. And results are the fruit of responsibility. Radical, ruthless, relentless responsibility. Nobody owes you this life. Nobody's coming to make it happen for you. And that's not bad news. It's the best news you'll ever hear. Because if no one's coming, it means it's all in your hands. The wealth, the freedom, the legacy, the breakthrough. It's not out there. It's within you. Waiting, begging, demanding to be unleashed. This is the moment where most quit. The moment when the noise grows louder, the obstacles feel higher, and the weight of the journey presses down heavy. But not you. You were built for this exact moment. You were forged in fire, tempered by trial.
I am the architect of my destiny, the sculptor of my future. I build with patience, persistence, and purpose. Every small action today carves the path to my greatness. The journey to your dreams is not a sprint, it is a marathon. Not a lightning strike, it is a steady flame. Not a sudden awakening, but daily commitment. Each morning, your voice becomes the chisel shaping the masterpiece of your life. Each declaration carves away doubt, fear, and hesitation. Each moment of belief builds the foundation of unshakable confidence. Say this: I am patient with my progress, fierce in my pursuit. I trust the process even when I cannot see the outcome. I persist because I know that perseverance precedes breakthrough. Look at the masters: Edison, who lit the world only after thousands of failures; Lincoln, who led a nation divided through decades of struggle; Mandela, who endured imprisonment to free a people. They understood that greatness is forged in persistence, that time is the silent partner of those who never quit. Say this: I embrace every challenge as a step forward. I am committed to my growth no matter the cost. I am relentless in my dedication to becoming. When you rise each morning and say these words, you are telling the universe that you are here to stay, that your dreams are non-negotiable, that your spirit will not be broken. Say it one more time. I am patient with my progress. I am powerful. I am progressing. And with this, your life moves forward not by chance, but by choice.
Today, I rise as my own revolution. Today, I reclaim my life with fire and focus. Today, I become the unstoppable force I was born to be. No longer will you live as a victim of circumstance. No longer will you bow to fear, doubt, or delay. Today is the day you burn the ships behind you. The day you declare to the universe that retreat is not an option. Say it like it's a promise forged in flame. I am all in. I am relentless. I am a warrior of my own destiny. Because this is more than motivation. This is transformation. This is the moment when your soul shifts, when your mind commands, when your body moves with unbreakable will. I do not fear failure. I learn from it. I do not fear struggle. I grow through it. I do not fear the unknown. I conquer it. You are not here for comfort. You are here for conquest. You are here to build an empire out of your rawest dreams and fiercest battles. So rise up with the clarity of vision burning in your chest. Rise up with the discipline of 1,000 mornings behind you. Rise up with the gratitude of someone who knows every breath is a gift. Say it. I am the architect of my future. I am the captain of my soul. I am the master of my destiny. And when you say these words, when you speak them with every ounce of your being, you activate the force that moves mountains. You summon the strength to break chains. You ignite the fire that can never be put out. This is the power of your morning declaration. It is not just words. It is a spiritual weapon, a psychological anchor, a declaration of war on mediocrity. So speak it loud, speak it proud, speak it until it echoes through your veins. I am unstoppable. I am unbreakable. I am undeniable, because you are. And the world is waiting for the gift only you can give, the impact only you can make, the legacy only you can leave. So rise, warrior. Rise with purpose. Rise with passion. Rise with power. Say this every morning and watch as your life changes. Watch as your world bends. Watch as your destiny unfolds, one powerful moment at a time. I am a force of nature, relentless and resolute. I walk with purpose. I move with conviction. I command my reality with unwavering belief. Each morning is your battleground, a sacred space where destiny is decided. Before the distractions swarm, before the doubts creep in, you stake your claim. You tell the universe, this day is mine, this life is mine, this moment is mine. And with that declaration, everything changes. The impossible bends, the unseen becomes clear, the future you envision begins to materialize. Say it. I refuse to be ordinary. I am destined for greatness. I rise above the noise. I focus on the prize. I am driven by purpose, fueled by passion. No one will hand you success. No one will gift you greatness. You must claim it, earn it, build it with every breath and every step. Remember the legends, Ford, who revolutionized industry, Disney, who redefined imagination, Edison, who illuminated the world, not because they waited for permission, but because they moved decisively toward their vision. Say this, I am the architect of my dreams, the builder of my legacy. I act with intention, speak with power, live with integrity. Now stand in the fullness of your power. Feel the pulse of your purpose beating strong. Know that every morning declaration is a step toward the life you're destined to live. Say it once more,
with all your heart. I am unstoppable. I am undeniable. I am destined. I am the storm that refuses to be tamed. I am the mountain unshaken by the fiercest winds. I am the fire that burns eternal, lighting the way forward. Each morning you rise, you choose your battlefield, not one of conflict with others, but the sacred war within, the war to silence doubt, defeat fear, and crush hesitation. You are the general of your own mind, the captain of your own soul, and no external force can claim victory without your consent. Say this: I claim my power with every breath. I command my destiny with every step. I am sovereign over my thoughts, my emotions, my actions. The giants who walked before you knew this truth. They fought harder when the world said no. They stood taller when the ground shook beneath them. They spoke louder when silence tried to drown them out. And you are made of that same unbreakable spirit. Say it boldly: I will not be broken. I will not be silenced. I will rise again and again until my purpose is fulfilled. I am the force that moves mountains and shifts tides. Live this truth every morning. Speak these words as your war cry. Let your life be the answer to the doubts of yesterday. Because when you live like this, the impossible bends to your will. The unseen paths open before you. The legacy you were born to leave begins to take shape. Say it one final time today: I am unstoppable. I am unyielding. I am unstoppable.